morning, October 1st, 2015, at approximately 6 a.m., the Mariposa County Sheriff's Office initiated a traffic stop on a vehicle that was driving at erratic speeds, passing a deputy. It took place just south of town on Highway 49 South. The suspect, Brian Balish, a white male adult from the Merced area, also a United States Marine Corps vet suffering from PTSD, crashed his vehicle into the assistant sheriff units. He then exited his vehicle and, after a short verbal exchange, started shooting at 4 deputies on scene. One deputy, a 10-year veteran of the office, a father, a husband, a friend, was struck at least twice, once in the mouth and once in the upper torso area. He was flown to Memorial Medical Center in Modesto. He's currently listed in critical condition. The 3 other deputies on scene were placed on paid administrative leave, which is protocol for these types of events. Brian Balish was the suspect. He was struck in the right ear and the right elbow with return fire by the deputies. He is currently listed in stable condition. Balish is currently being held on attempted murder of a peace officer. He was treated locally here before being transferred to another hospital out of county. The gun that the suspect used is believed to be a .45 caliber pistol. The Mariposa County Sheriff's Office would like to extend a huge thank you to the CHP and to the Stanislaus County Sheriff's Office for their immediate response and support for us. Other surrounding agencies, the Merced Police Department, the Madera Police Department, Merced Sheriff's Office, and Madera Sheriff's Office also have assisted us in this tragedy. Our thoughts and prayers are with the deputy and his family at this time. He is out of surgery and still in the ICU. When we get more details, we will release that as well. I will take a few questions. I don't know what I can answer, but...
You seem pretty emotional. Can you talk about what kind of state of mind is you and the officers and the sheriff?
Sure, I'll see if I can do that without getting more emotional. We are a very small, tight-knit department, and we know each other up and down, and we support each other 100% all the time. And we are friends, not co-workers, all of us.
Can you tell us how many deputies were on scene at the time that this happened?
There were 4 deputies on scene at the time.
Was there a reason why you had so many deputies just doing seemed like a routine traffic stop?
I can't answer that. It was just because of the location near where our deputies fuel their vehicles, just the time of the day. I can't say exactly why there were so many deputies on scene at that particular time.
So you're not releasing any officer names at this point?
We are not releasing any officer names at this time.
How did you learn about the suspect's medical condition or mental condition?
We got a be on the lookout report from the Merced Police Department.
Had he had some prior incident then in Merced?
I don't know what his law enforcement contact was in Merced. I believe they got the information from an outside agency, but I will confirm that for you.
Was this an on the lookout for this particular car as far as did Merced contact you, or did you contact them, or how'd that scenario go?
No, that information came after the fact.
And he was the only one inside the vehicle?
Yes.
Do you know, did he shoot into the sheriff's deputy's car, or did he shoot after deputies had gotten out of the car?
I don't have the specific details of how the shooting actually occurred. I know there are several broken windows of vehicles, but I don't know the specifics of that.
The sheriff's department deputies, is it like Fresno where there's hundreds and hundreds of deputies, or Merced or whatever? How many people or how many deputies are there in your guys'
rotating shifts, small shifts, and so we know them all. Every one of us knows each other and their families very closely.
Do we know anything else about the suspect, whether he is married, has children?
I don't have any further information on Brian Balish.
And when he came into town, did he come into town through 140 and then turn on to 49, or did he come through the town of Mariposa?
I don't know. The first initial contact with him was on 49 South, just outside of town.
Was it his car or a stolen car?
I don't have that information.
When you say on the lookout, what does that mean? Can you elaborate on what that means?
The law enforcement agencies typically send out information to other outside agencies, letting them know that they are looking for this particular person or this particular car.
Do you know why that was sent out in the first place?
I believe it has to do with his PTSD and the information from the outside agency that I will confirm for you.
Do you know if he was legally able to own a weapon or if this weapon was?
I don't have that information.
And is he in a local hospital here, or was the suspect?
The suspect was transferred to another out-of-county hospital.
Do we have a hospital name for that?
I don't have that. I didn't get that before I got here.
CHP is handling the investigation.
Yes, the CHP is handling the investigation. We've also brought in Stanislaus County Sheriff's Office to also assist in the investigation.
Can we ask him a couple questions?
Sure.
Can we get your name, Don?
Yes, my name is Stephen Lewis, Stevenen, Lewis. I'm the Public Information Officer for the Mariposa CHP area. As she was saying, the CHP is handling the current investigation. It's being handled as a criminal investigation. We have our special shooting team, our multidisciplinary accident investigation team. They also handle all the shooting teams. And they're busy reconstructing not only the attempted assault with a deadly weapon with a vehicle, but also obviously the shooting.
How long is the Highway 49 or State Road 49 going to be closed?
Something like this, because we have to reconstruct every action, it can be closed for multiple hours. The weather's not exactly cooperating right now, and they're trying to document and photograph all the evidence. Helicopters have been used, photographs and video, but again, fighting with the weather, it can be expected to be closed all day.
What number does it make officers getting shot in the line do?
I'm sorry?
Officers getting shot in the line do, what number is it for this year?
I'm sorry, I don't have that information with me.
Now, as far as detours, what are you asking the residents and even people coming through the area at this point? We're
obviously asking all the residents and anybody who can be traveling through the area to please avoid that area, 49 and Lorraine and her roads. Caltrans has established detours up through Silva to Triangle 140 around that area, and they have signs posted everywhere to notify all motorists.
Now, this is an extensive scene, isn't it?
It's several hundred yards, yes.
And so you have to be very meticulous as far as trying to find out what's out there?
So, we immediately establish a perimeter and restrict all access going in so we can preserve any evidence that's there. You don't know what it encompasses until you actually close the area off and begin searching for every little piece of evidence based on statements from the deputies and everything. So that's why the area is so large.
And what CHP are you with?
This is the Mariposa area CHP.
How soon were you guys able to get on the scene?
We had units on scene shortly after 6 o'clock.
Do you know, I'm not clear, did he run the stop sign, that's why he was pulled over, or he was wanted for something else and they were looking for that?
Well, I'm actually saying the deputy's original want was for erratic driving and high-speed driving, and then again, they got the attention of all law enforcement. The deputies observed a high-speed vehicle and tried making an enforcement stop on it.
Do you know if he came up 140?
I do not know his route path.
Do we know a motive yet or a reason why he may have reacted in such a way towards the deputies?
Again, we do not know. It's still under investigation.
Any evidence of drugs or alcohol?
I don't have any information on that.
This might be better suited for you, ma'am. As far as the 4 deputies that were out there, how many of them used their duty weapons?
I don't have the answer to that. are still gathering those details.
And that'll be information that their shooting team will reconstruct.
But we do know that one deputy was struck twice and the suspect was also struck twice, is that correct?
Yes, the deputy was struck maybe 2 times, could be more, twice in the mouth and once in the upper torso.
Okay.
The suspect twice as also in the right ear and the right elbow.
Deputies up here, do they go 2 in a car or 1 in a car?
One.
So he was pretty much solo until the shootout.
Yes.
Now, has this ever happened in Mariposa that you know of as far as the deputy being fired upon and hit?
Not since the Wild Wild West days.
So it's been a while.
Yes. I would say maybe early 1900s.
So this community is a fairly safe community as far as that goes, is that correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Thank you.
Do we have an estimated time of when you may release the deputy's name?
The sheriff is with the family right now down in Modesto. When he returns from there, possibly we will release his name.
Thank you.
And all the other deputies are on administrative leave at this point?
Yes, 3 other deputies are on paid